Rachel Zhou from CGTN, and now you are watching the live streaming from Beijing, China. Look at me, this is so futuristic. I'm now at the headquarters of Baidu, one of the big tech giants in China who is focusing on AI development. Now, as you can see, AI has been put into spotlight. And what is the next big thing in artificial intelligence? With the new technology breakthroughs in technology in the artificial intelligence industry bring a new revolutionary changes to every aspect of our lives. Will China and will AI become one of the AI moment, just like the iPhone moment that eventually change every aspect of our lives? Today, I'll give you a tour in the Innovation Center in Baidu headquarters. I'm so excited because our next stop, the first stop, is autonomous driving. As you can see, this is a car parking here. It is an unmanned driving technology. I remember when I was a childhood, such technology only exists in the science fiction novels. Today, dreams came true. Actually, there's no man is driving this car. The car can drive it by himself. I think it is very innovative because we've talked about this topic for several years. But let's be noted that there are still some very innovative technological breakthroughs in autonomous driving. As you can see, this is look very cool, right? This is the smart sensors, the laser radars, which can detect and do some positioning to the centimeter level. And the car look pretty futuristic. But next stop, we're gonna I'm gonna step into this car, and it will have a tour in the campus. So let's begin our tour. I think I can invite you inside of my car. I think you can sit inside of the car as well. 你好。你好。跟我们的观众介绍一下你自己吧。
我是本车的安全员。
安全员和这个车是一个什么样的关系啊？
主要就是负责车辆最终的一个安全状态。
好，那我们开始这个特别奇妙的旅程吧。So he is the safeguarder of this autonomous driving car, and we're gonna begin our tour. So set it up and let's begin our tour. 我们开始吧。
好，请您上车系好安全带。
好。So firstly, we should fasten our seatbelt. Safety is the first. Okay, so I think unmanned driving is very futuristic, and I think Baidu have done pretty good job by lowering the cost of the autonomous driving, because at first stage of the application of technology, the cost is pretty high. But with the development and with the technology become more and more mature, the cost is lower and lower. Now, the average cost of one autonomous driving car is 1/10 of the original cost in the past. It equals to an ordinary EV car. So I think that is very inspiring to have a wider range of applications of the autonomous driving. And also there's some other points to be noted that Baidu have. There are so many application scenarios of the unmanned driving. For example, if you buy a autonomous driving, it can have the autonomous parking function, but also it can be applied to a wider range of application scenarios. For example, if you want to take a taxi, I think the fee is like much more expensive than the public transportation, for example, the subways. But now, with autonomous driving in the future, you can only pay like half the price of the ordinary, the former fee of a taxi driven by men. So I think the application and of the autonomous driving is very something we can look forward to in the future. 我们现在开始咱们的旅程吧。
不好意思
Okay, so that is the application of the autonomous driving. So if you have any questions, leave your comments and let us know. And now you are watching the live streaming from CGTN. I'm Rachel Zhou, and do leave your comments and interact with us, because today is going to be a very fun live streaming. We're going to interact with multiple artificial intelligence devices, very futuristic, and we're going to have all of this experience. So stay tuned to this live streaming. And now I want to highlight it again that I'm now inside of a car, but that is not a normal car. It is a autonomous driving car. As you can see, there's no driver at all in the driving seat. So in a couple of minutes later, the wheel will drive itself, and it can give us a tour inside of the campus. That is very, very fun. And also, let's begin. Let's take a look at outside. I think the car is very interesting because it has some very interesting function outside of the car. I will give you some details, introductions about this car. So this is a smart laser. So in an autonomous car, there are several things that we should be noted. First of all, that is a laser. Laser is like the eyes of a car. It can detect the surrounding environment and have a 330 degrees of the environment detection. And also the algorithms behind it is so important as well, because the algorithms can calculate the environment and do some foresight and calculations of the environment so that it can do the best decisions for the car to have the autonomous driving. For example, if it has a traffic light, and when the red light is on, the laser can detect it. And the smart cameras, they use the most advanced artificial intelligence technology with image recognition and facial recognition, so it can detect the traffic light is red, so it can have instruction. The cameras will detect there's some passersby nearby the car, so it will make some instruction by telling the car to stop. So that it also the third element about it is the algorithms behind it. So engineers in this industry dedicate themselves to calculate all of the things to make a better algorithms, and one way to boost the efficiency and accuracy of these algorithms, of the calculation result. And the other way is that it can save some storage space, because another very important element is we call it hash rate. It's like the consumption, the calculation power. And also there's another very, very cutting edge technology about autonomous driving. As you can see, the autonomous driving, I just have so many applications. As you can imagine, it needs a really great amount of calculation. And the chip is, of course, something that can provide the hash rate of this car to do the real-time calculation, to do the best decisions. But most importantly, something that we can still be noticed is that it can have the cloud computing technology. So basically, it can transmit all of the data, the calculation to the cloud, so that it can save a lot of energy inside of this car in the hardware. The software can do this. And with the most cutting-edge development of 5G, the data transmission can realize the real-time transmission, so it can be calculated. So first, it detects the environment, do its calculation, and transmit the data back to the cloud and do the calculation. That is something that we're really looking forward to. Okay, so the car still needs some time. Just stay tuned to our live streaming. We're gonna come back, and at the end of our live streaming, we're gonna take a tour inside of this campus. Okay, so let's come back to the Innovation Center. There are so many applications, including smart homes and smart homes, and some very cool health devices, which is it's also very popular trend because after the pandemic, the health has been put into spotlight, and how to combine artificial intelligence with health industry to boost our health conditions is also something very hidden and something like people can be focused on. So we're gonna have these devices, smart devices, to interact with us. So you are watching the live streaming from CGTN, so do subscribe to our channel and leave your comments because we are doing a very interesting live streaming, doing some interactions with artificial intelligence. And also, when I go inside of this hall, I want to say that the artificial intelligence will eventually change every aspect in our lives and also in the industry. For example, now I think the artificial intelligence and digital transformation is a very key topic because how to let the digital transformation to empower the world economy is a key issue, especially how to let the cutting edge technology to empower the real economy and to empower the industries. That is something we should look forward to. And let me see, this is a big screen here. There's a little cute bear in it. That is something very cool because, as you know, metaverse is a very heated topic since last year. The immersion of the virtual world with the real world has catch a lot of people's eyes. As you can, these are the virtual image. So for me, I think they are pretty cool because they are immortal and they have their own characteristics. In the metaverse, it has a perfect combination by the softwares and the hardware devices. With the VR glasses, you can actually admire the world in the real world with the digital twin technology. You can explore the real world at your home, sitting on the sofa with a pair of VR glasses. But also, you can explore the virtual world, the futuristic world, the world that only exists in the science fiction movies. And that is the charm of metaverse. As you can see, this is a virtual person created by Baidu. They're so cool and they have this cyberpunk style, which I really like. And the world is built on the environment and also the hardware behind it, the software behind it, the algorithm behind it have so much imagination for us to look forward in the future. And now, let's dive more inside of the Innovation Center. This is a long corridor, and by stepping into it, we're going to enter into the Innovation Center in Baidu, which have a lot of applications, not only in our lives, but also in the industry. One of the charm of the artificial intelligence is that it can lower the cost while boosting the efficiency in both our lives and industry. That is the screen inside it into this exhibition hall, is that make the complicated world simpler through technology. That's some words, right? I think technology can really boost our efficiency and improve our lives by making the world simpler, and artificial intelligence can liberate ourselves from very boring work and make us have more creative ideas and dedicate ourselves focusing on the creation areas. So this slogan appear again, make this complicated world more simpler through technology. Wow, that is some environment, right? I really like this futuristic atmosphere, and there are a lot of screens here in this exhibition hall. And okay, so to tell you more about the interaction with this exhibition hall and more applications about how does the AI can boost our efficiency and to boost efficiency, lower the cost of our lives, of different industries, basically every aspect of our lives and in this world. Let us welcome the instructor to tell us more about this hall and do some interactions with us. Hello， 你好，跟我们观众介绍一下你自己吧。
大 大家好，我是主要负责我们展厅介绍的一个同学，然后各位有什么想了解的，今天也在这边为各位进行介绍。
Okay, so she's a really professional instructor, so please do subscribe to our channel and leave your comments so we can do more interactions with you guys with artificial intelligence. 我们先从这个中间开始吧。这个特别大的这个黑色的箱子还是挺抓我们眼球的。昆仑星它是一个智能的 AI 的这种芯片的设施是吗？给我们介绍一下。
这边呢主要是我们的昆仑星1代和2代2款的实体芯片，然后同时呢也可以看到它组成的一些加速器组。那目前呢它已经广泛的应用在像智慧金融、制造、能源等各大领域当中。并且呢目前2款都已经实现了量产，也是国内为数不多的数万块的这样的部署。
Okay, so this is the smart AI chip. AI chip is so important, like we said, the artificial intelligence have the 3 main elements to have a more advanced development. The first one is algorithms, the second one is hash rate, it's like the calculation power, and the third one is algorithms and also its applications. And the chip is the most important part of the hash rate. As you can see, this is a Kunlun AI chip. It can provide the infrastructure to the AI development and also be applied to different industries such as traffic, the public transportations, the smart cities, and so on. So that is very, very advanced. 我们可以看到这儿有一个1代芯片和2代芯片，可以给我们介绍一下这2个芯片在技术上面有哪些突破和变化吗？
相比第1代来说呢，第2代它更薄一些，同时它计算速度更快，那算力呢反而也会更加强大一些。目前呢，目前第2代是它是7纳米制程，然后第1代呢是14纳米。目前我们第3代也已经在研制当中。
Okay, so as you can see, the size. You can see the size of different generations of chip is varies a lot. It can improve like the double smaller the size. For example, the second generation of the AI chip is only 7 nanometer and the first generation is 14 nanometer. It can provide a lot more calculation power, the hash rate we just talked about, and combined with the more advanced AI algorithms, it can have a better, the artificial intelligence technology can be involved. And also let's see, there are so many screens in this hall, so please introduce us. I think the first one which catch my eyes is this beautiful drawing. It's a Chinese Asian painting. Okay, so this is one of the most famous Chinese Asian painting in Chinese history. It's called Dueling in the Fuchun Mountain. I think there's a beautiful legend behind this painting. It was painted in Yuan Dynasty, and also during the war and in the period of time, it was burned down and into 2 pieces. One of the pieces is stored in the Zhejiang province at a museum, and the other part is stored at Taipei Palace Museum. So I think that is very unfortunate that these 2 pieces can't be put together. But now, with the help of artificial intelligence, it can have their reunions again. 就是说，咱们通过这种人工智能的技术，可以让这2片两个部分的不同的画重新的团聚在一起。你可以给我们介绍一下具体是用了怎样的 AI 技术去实现这样的一种2个画合2为1呢？
这个我们其实因为目前富士山地图仅剩前后半卷嘛，中间内容是没有的。那我们其实就是通过百度 AI 大模型当中的其中一部分能力，然后来进行中间内容的绘制。那其实呢，我们现在把这个项目去推广到互动的这种项目当中，那这些大家都能够参与进来，然后也能让更多人去了解到像我们就是文物的修复这方面。
Oh, I think that is so interesting that remember the story I just told you, in the middle part of this dueling in the Fuchun Mountain is missing. So with artificial intelligence, actually you can interact and recreate this masterpiece by artificial intelligence. And I can't wait to do some interactions with it. And to be honest, I'm not an artist. I'm not good at drawing, but I'm really interested on how the artificial intelligence can empower in the art industry. 我们可以去做一些互动，看一看怎么去修补这个图吗？给我们做一个示范。
对，我们可以用这个 pad 来 然后在这边呢，可以在这个 pad 上去绘制几笔，它会根据你绘制的内容来进行生成，你可以试一下。
就随便绘制都可以。
对。
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do some random drawing in this pad, and他会根据我的这个风格来。
对。
He will recreate itself by my style, and I'm not an artist, but I'm gonna do some. Because it is a painting of Doling on the Fuchun Mountain, so I think in the mountains there are some elements of the cloud. I'm gonna do some cloud. 这叫云吗？
对。
And some
连起来。
哦，要连起来。
对。
Okay, and I think there are gonna be some trees. Okay. Like I said, I'm a really terrible artist. Really terrible at drawing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like magic. Have you seen what it has done? 可以看到我之前的画面吗？ Wow, this is a panorama of the Doling in the Fuchun Mountain. 哪一部分是我刚刚画的？这个部分。
对，中间这一部分。
And the middle part is what I draw earlier. We can see the trace of this cloud-shaped thing. We can see the trace of this tree. And if you are watching our live streaming, I think I must admit that this guy, this artificial intelligence, is doing some magic from a very poor drawer, me, and let it become some kind of masterpiece. And to be in the middle of these two parts of this masterpiece, Doling in the mountain. 我觉得这个太有意思了，就是我刚刚画成那样，然后他居然帮我合成了，然后根据这个画的这个风格融合在一起，毫无违和感，然后非常的和谐统一，有这种大师的风范。它其实是通过人工智能这种机器学习的这个特点去揣摩学习这个画的风格，最后根据我的风格生成出这样一个画面，是吗？
对，没错。
Okay, so the artificial intelligence's job is to do the machine learning work. So basically, it can learn the patterns, the drawers from the artists from the Yuan dynasty, and learn its patterns and how to, make a best combinations of two parts in the middle. And then he can respect my elements draw on the pad and do some confusions and then become a really masterpiece in this Doling on the mountains. That is something I'm really looking forward to because in the past, I not a very far past, like in several years ago, people always thinking about, oh my God, artificial intelligence is going to replace our jobs. He's going to take over our jobs. So the discussion focused on, like, okay, the people from art industry don't have to worry because, like, the artificial intelligence can do the work of art. But now things has changed, guys. And artificial intelligence can not only join, do the creation work, and also it can create the masterpiece. So that is something we should look forward to that can be applied to art industries. And there are different screens here in this exhibition hall. 可以给我们介绍更多的关于这种人工智能的应用吗？
好，我们这边展示的主要是大数据方面的一些内容。那首先这个页面呢是我们在搜索方面的一些大数据。比如说在大屏右侧可以看到就是当前我国热搜实时排行情况。那通过对于这些热搜呢，我们还能够进行多种不同维度下的分类分析。比如说能够像左侧这样对不同城市来进行分类。对，那同时呢，我们也能够有其他的像对汽车、影视、小说等等来进行分类。那这样呢？多方政企通过和我们展开合作，能更好的去了解到用户特征，从而实现科学决策。
Okay, thank you. I think that's great because, as we said, the algorithms and the data is like the fuel of the development of artificial intelligence. So I think because Baidu is a search engine, so it can receive about tens of billions of data. It can receive about billions of data every day, and it can boost the efficiency of the development of artificial intelligence while protecting the privacy of the users. So that is also very important. And look at this big string, and that is autopilot we are going to experience in the end of our live streaming. This is a big strength, and this is a first-person view of the autonomous driving. And I want to highlight two numbers I just talked about. The first one is lower the cost. Remember, we've discussed that the artificial intelligence play a very important role in lowering the cost while boosting the efficiency of our lives. And the autopilot is one of the best examples to showcase that. As you can see, now with more advanced algorithms, with real-time 5G transmission, and with the development of artificial intelligence, it can achieve and deal with very complicated road situations. For example, the traffic lights, the passers-by stop-bys, and so on. And also the lowering costs mean that if you have a scenario like if you take a taxi, in the future you will only have to pay half the price cheaper than the original price you have to pay the taxi now. And also it can boost the efficiency by, in the past, every taxi, every car needs a driver, but now you can only one, like we call it the security guy, can have monitor in the cloud about like 10,000 of the car, so it can boost efficiency. And also, if you want to buy an autopilot car, by the technology become more and more mature, the industrial chain is more and more mature. Now the technology can apply and can achieve such a lower price. So if you want to buy an autopilot car, the cost can be like just like the ordinary EV car. That is the development of the technology can bring much more like higher efficiency and lower cost to our lives. And also it said Baidu smart transportations. The robo-taxi, I just talked about, the autonomous parking. Well, that is some really good news for me because I think parking is so complicated and difficult. And also the smart IOV. IOV means Internet of Vehicles. We have Internet of Things, Internet of Vehicles. So actually, if in the future the autopilot technology is mature enough and the policy is okay with it, we can have a really bright future that we can look forward to because we can liberate our hands into the wheeling chairs and we can do a lot of things in the space of the autopilot cars. And the smart IOV is something that talk about this area. For example, you can listen to music, you can watch movies, you can talk to your friends, you can hug your children, you can play with your children in the car. In the future, if with the IoT technology, you can interact with the car. You can call the car to follow the instructions by the technology of voice recognition. So you know, the autopilot technology still have a long way to develop, but I think with speed and with the dedications, I think that future is not far away from now. And now we are at the application where the scenarios of smart homes, and wow, I mean that is I don't think that is a future. That is something that I think a lot of people in China are enjoying them now. 你可以给我们介绍一下这种智能家居的场景吗？
没问题。那其实像现在我们智能家居呢，它会有一个我们的小度的小度的一个智能中控。那比如说我们在回家之后呢，可以用它一键来开启我们家中所有的智能设备。同时呢，也可以去让它平常像我们常用到的放音乐啊，和我们进行对话交流等等。那对，我们考虑到了用户的不同特征，对孩子呢在其中增加儿童模式，那对老年人呢也可以去实现慢病管理，包括紧急情况下的一键呼救等等。
Oh wow, that is a lot of functions by the smart homes applications. 这个它的这个智能家居，这个智能音响，它会根据我的习惯去做不同调整嘛。比如说我回到家，我可能想，我回到家的习惯是，灯要亮起来，然后放一些我特别喜欢的音乐。它可以对不同的用户做这些智能化的学习和进化调整嘛。
这个是没问题的。那首先我们可以进行前方面的这种设定。我们在回家之后呢，它可以根据我们的设定做不同的一些调整。那如果说我们在长期使用过程当中呢，它对我们的用户偏好有一定的了解的话，它也会智能的向我们进行一些推荐。
Wow, I think that is the charm of artificial intelligence. She just shared with us that the artificial intelligence can actually learn your life patterns and lifestyles. For example, for me, if I just get home, I want the lights on immediately, and I want to listen to the music I like. So if I interact with the smartphone, the smart speakers of Baidu, and it will eventually learn my patterns. So next time I went home, all of the conditions are under my best choices. Okay, so let's have a chilling time sitting on the sofa. 我们坐在沙发上感受一下这个智能的家居. So let's take a chill moment here in the sofa. 来 join me, 跟我一起. And that is the charm of artificial intelligence by keeping involved to learn your patterns. 我们还有一些你刚刚提到的老人的这种这种慢病管理. And just like I mentioned at the beginning of the live streaming, the health is a very important issue, especially at our homes. We have ourselves, we have our parents, we have maybe children, and I think for me, I think the health of my parents is so important, and I want to put a lot of efforts to it. And Baidu has, and also the Chinese tech companies have been combined artificial intelligence with the health sector. For example, I just see some the 血压计是吧? The blood pressure machine, and it can just scan your body and have the calculation and the detection of your body, and use the AI algorithms to detect your high blood pressure, but also to have a trend, to calculate the trend of the possibilities to your parents or yourself's high blood pressure. So that is something we really should be focusing on, and it's something that artificial intelligence can actually play an important role in our lives, especially to the health sectors, to the old people. 这个是我们的这个电视机是吧？它这个有没有一些特殊之处呢？
这个电视我们主要是去展示百度的配送机器人，然后它目前呢主要用在我国的像智慧酒店还有餐饮行业里面。那目前呢，百度和智慧酒店的合作规模也是一直稳居国内第一。
Just see this very cute robot. I think if you're in China, traveling in China, you will be very familiar with us, because if you stay in hotel, and in the past, if you have some delivery food, you have to go downstairs and pick them. But now with this really cute robot delivery guy, it can deliver all the things to your rooms directly. 咱们可以跟这个音箱做一些互动，比如说我们可以去。对，让他放个歌啊什么的。
小度小度，
在呢。
我到家了。
好的，主人您好，欢迎回家。今天又是美好的一天。
它一方面是可以帮我们实现这样的一个全屋智能，然后另外呢，也可以根据它进行对话，比如说呢，能够进入到长辈模式里面。小度小度，
在呢。
打开长辈模式。
欢迎进入长辈模式。
Give a closer look at the smart speaker.
对，那进入到长辈模式里面呢，它会加大字号，同时也会增加音量。那另外呢，它也会根据老年人的一些喜好去做一些推荐。
Okay, so you have different modes. For example, the parents mode. So if you adjust it to the parents mode, it can make the word a lot bigger, so the parents can read it easily, or it can have the higher volume the sound, so they can hear it more clearly. And I want to mention that as soon as she gives the instructions, the light is immediately on and the curtains are open. So I think and the most warming part is that it said, "Welcome home and have a nice day." I mean, when you have a food of work and you went home like this, you feel like artificial intelligence is not only some very cold high technology, but also a really warm companionship at home. That is the charm of technology, that can not only brings convenience to your lives, but also have some convenience, and also it has a perfect combination of the humanity, philosophy, and the technology. 另外，我觉得特别有意思的就是这个镜子。
对，这个是小度天天健身镜。
Okay, so you have your time after work. you lie in the sofa, have a really chilling time, and then you should do some exercises. And that is a fitness mirror. 好多种类. There are different kinds of exercise that you can choose. 这是什么？
这个是其中一个有氧课。
我
们会有健身课，还有
老
年人的像八段锦、广场舞等等。
八段锦都有，挺好。Yeah, so I'm now standing in front of the mirror. Wow, this is my personal training.
对，那我们下面这个就是混合技术。
天哪，好难。
对，其实它会对你的动作来判断一个。
它可以看到我的动作吗？
对，这个火柴人就是代表你。
Look at it. When I do this. Oh my God, I'm a terrible drawer and I'm a terrible dancer. But I think it will give me some encouragement by giving me the feedbacks, right? It will tell me that if I'm doing excellent, I'm doing mediocre, or if I'm doing really bad. And I think at home, I think the most impossible part, difficult part, when I go to the gymnastic is the part that I want to get up from my bed and go outside of my apartment and to have this personal training sessions. But now you can actually, you can ignore the most important, the most difficult part. You can actually stay at home and have your personal training, because the role artificial is playing is that it can detect with the smart cameras, with the smart algorithms, it can detect your moves and give you the score and give you the feedbacks whether you are doing the right moves. Okay, so let us do a little bit. Oh, he said, good. Okay, the artificial said I'm a really good dancer. I'll take that. Yeah. That is something I think is really interesting. And also this is a hot blood pressure machine I just talked about. Oh, and also it can detect our eyesight. For example, I've done it before in the exhibition years ago. It can detect our eyesight and also to forecast whether my eye have some problems in the future by learning the patterns, learning the images I'm having now. Okay. So, I think, what is your comments? You are now watching the live streaming from CGTN, and please do leave your comments and tell us more about what do you want to interact with artificial intelligence. And the next thing I want to share with you guys is this MV. It's called AIGC MV, meaning that artificial intelligence generated content. We have the PGC. The professional generated content, UGC, users generated content. And now this is AI generated content. Basically, it needs no humans to participate in the process of creating art. The artificial intelligence will do it by its own. 可以给我们看一下这个 MV 吗？ Wait, you have to admire this. It's really beautiful. Do you like the styles of this MV? And let me tell you, all of the images are created by the artificial intelligence. And also, not only the images, but also the lyrics are written by artificial intelligence. And the voice you're hearing, which is so beautifully singers, and it is also, the singers is also artificial intelligence. It uses a voice synthesis technology, and you are hearing artificial intelligence singing. I think that is really cool, this MV by artificial intelligence. The AI-generated content is becoming the trend, and it can be applied to different industries. The video, the image, the songwriting, the poem writing. Who said artificial intelligence can't be an artist? Okay, so let's move outside of this hall, and we can see how our autopilot is going on. Do you have any questions to our adventures and interaction with artificial intelligence, please do leave your comments and let us know. Okay, so this hall have a huge screen, and it is the adventure, the journey the Baidu is taking in artificial intelligence industries. And let's see the model again. Make the complicated world simpler through technology. I think something I really feel touched is the engineers in Baidu and also other China tech giants and also the tech companies in the world dedicate themselves to use the technology and make us a better world. Okay, so could you let the camera have a closer shot of this metaverse, and we will see a lot of virtual images on it and see how's our life gonna be in the metaverse in the future. How do you feel in the metaverse and in the adventure we just shared? Please leave our comments and let us know. And I think the styles created by artificial intelligence is a little bit similar. And I think with our AIGC and the metaverse can have a more fruitful, more diverse ecosystem. And with artificial intelligence become infrastructure with the more advanced algorithms. And let me put you some concept. This is called a large language model. We call it LLL, which means during the 2018 to 2019, the scientists have made a discovery of the double descent phenomenon. So in generally speaking, that means with a larger model, it has a better accuracy of the results of artificial intelligence. So by larger, we are talking about tens of billions or hundreds of billions of data. Like I said, data is a field of the artificial intelligence development. So the large language model is the trend. And with our AIGC's development combined with the metaverse, it can help to build the infrastructure and build the environment of the metaverse. And let's take a look at it. Is the optimal holographic viewing position. It's a holographic visions of the virtual person created by artificial intelligence. And we can also have your twin digital image inside of the metaverse. 可以给我们介绍一下这个。
我们这边有3个数字人，然后现在这个是西佳佳，他主要是我们的一个偶像型数字人，然后平常会参加一些广告、商演之类的活动。那这边呢，我们可以按提示去选择性的让他回答一些问题，同时也可以跟他进行一些日常的交流。比如说，我们可以让他介绍其中一项。
So this is a virtual person developed by Baidu, and you can actually talk to her. And do you have any questions you want to interact with her? Leave your comments and let us know.
在建模、动作捕捉、渲染、AI 交互4大维度，综合了运用数十种最前沿的黑科技。在建模方面，我们已经仅用1张照片就能完成人像建模，极大提高了工程效率。在动作方面，我们可以脱去繁琐的动捕符，仅用1个摄像头就完成动作的捕捉和驱动。交互维度，我们通过 AI 技术驱动面部的100多个肌肉点，使口型与每一个文字的发。我去叫它。
大家好。
Now you're watching the virtual person dancing.
生活特别近，就住在每个人的手机里。打开手机百度 APP， 点击中间的麦克风按钮，就可以把我叫出来。我最强的能力就是拥有强大的知识库，可以为大家解答各种问题。同时，我对于百度的最新业务也是非常的了解。说起爱好，活泼可爱的我，唱歌和跳舞是必须的了，还经常上各种电视节目中表演呢。看大家想先了解哪项？
She just said that he introduced different applications and different scenarios in the industries. For example, he can be the newest, latest development in the autopilot industry, latest development of the industry internet, especially in the industry 4.0, how to make the digital transformation in the industrial transformation. And also he can sing a song and have a dance. So let's admire the dance moves by the artificial intelligence, okay? 我们让他跳支舞吧。As you can see, this beautiful lady just said, please give us a dance. He can recognize the voice and now doing this, follow the instructions given by human.
我特别喜欢的，节奏感很强，简单易学，好多女孩子喜欢。虽然我跳的不是那么专业，但是也希望大家给我多多鼓励。您的鼓励是我进步的动力，让我越变越好。期待以后给大家带来更加精彩的表演。今天就先表演到这吧。
I really like her moves, and it's K-pop style. 还是那个韩范儿的那种女团范儿的那种舞哈。Yeah, I think that's it for the showcase of this virtual person in the metaverse. Imagine we're gonna communicate, we're gonna get along with them in the future, and that is something that we're really looking forward to. And the next stop, okay, so I think that's it for today's live streaming. And let's end our journey here in this big screen, before this big screen of metaverse. That is a beautiful image showcase here, and we have something really beautiful to look forward to. And we just talk about the technological aspects of artificial intelligence, for example, the algorithms, the hash rate, and also the data. And also we have talked about different applications of artificial intelligence both in our lives and in the industry. The key essence of the application of artificial intelligence is that it can lower the cost and boost the efficiency to our lives and industries. And so technology can really be a helper to us. And also in the future, especially after the pandemic, how to boost the world economy. The digital transformation may be a new driving force to empower the economy, and how to combine the real economy with the digital ones. Artificial intelligence, along with 5G, with other digital technology, can play really important role. Okay, so that is today's journey with me to do some really fun interactions with artificial intelligence in the headquarters of Baidu. This is Zhou from CGTN. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.